Hey guys, Brian Furlong here with Diamond Dreams Academy. Just dropping by with a quick video to discuss our diamond training systems. These are going to be the vehicles that we use to implement, or I guess achieve the goals of our diamond performance model. The systems are going to be private and group instruction, team training, classes, camps, leagues, tournaments, skill challenges, and experience trips. Private and group instruction is going to be 1-to-1, 2-to-1, or 4-to-1 player-to-coach ratio. This is going to be the most effective method for skill acquisition. Usually players are going to use 30 to 60 minute training sessions 1 to 2 times per week. Some players go nearly year round, some players go half the year, other players just go 3 months or even just a month before the season. This is going to be most effective with additional reps on your own or with a team. Team training is 8 to 10 players with 1 to 2 professional instructors. These are highly efficient team workouts. They're designed to cover skills specific to team needs, such as pitching, hitting, fielding, where a lot of times teams will come in and just want to work on everything. They're effective in building a team bond and cohesiveness, kind of going through the preparation together, the learning process together, just helps solidify that team chemistry. Team evaluations and assessments are something that we try and do with everyone who passes through the facility. If you want to improve anything, you want to make sure that you're measuring it, just kind of an opportunity to see where you're at and also to make sure things are moving in the proper direction. With the teams, we'll also do equipment advisory, just basically making sure that they have the proper equipment in their hands, the right sizes, and then also educating them on, trends in equipment, technology, other considerations. Training classes are going to be either position specific or skill specific classes. So we have, catching school, command pitching, infield boot camp on the position side of things. From the skill side of things, we do a lot with bat speed development, throwing velocity. These are generally going to be 4-hour-long sessions. We run them monthly. Sometimes we'll ramp that up if we feel like we need to have the group maybe 2 or 3 times per week to accomplish the goals that we're working towards. Sometimes we'll expand that, but in a general sense, these are going to be 4-hour-long sessions throughout the month. The curriculum is designed specifically for proper skill progression and effective learning process. This means that basically, we don't jump to anything that's, far advanced before, really laying that foundation and making sure that we build those skills essential to even moving forward or on to anything a little bit more advanced. Training camps. These are one-day camps. We'll do skill camps, we'll do position-specific camps, we have seasonal camps, and then we also do evaluation camps. These are just excellent opportunities to, work on a new skill, or a lot of times we'll run them with a special instructor. We've got a couple MLB camps coming up this off season. Tom Gorzolani, pitcher with the Washington Nationals, is helping us put on peak pitching performance, and then Ben Zobrist, Major League All-Star with the Tampa Rays, is going to be coming in and doing a camp in January. So a lot of times these camps will be run with a specific instructor in mind, just based on their availability. A lot of times we'll run them around different events like the World Series or spring training, things like that. So these are good opportunities to kind of get in there and get something new, learn some new information, and get a lot of good repetition. Instructional leagues, these are our opportunity to teach the game on the field. Okay, so players are they're gonna learn game strategy. They're gonna learn how to play the game the right way. It gives them the option to get more game repetition if you feel like that's what you need for your overall development. Kind of gets back to that deep practice. Kind of philosophy that when we get these kids in these situations, we put them in a state of play or competition, and then they're in a supervised environment with professional instructors who are giving them feedback and teaching while they're playing. So it's kind of an immersion technique to help them get more game repetition, learn while they're feeling the flow of the game. So. Examples of these instructional leagues are going to be the second season league that we run in July and August. We run a fall league in September and October, and then we run indoor stickball throughout the winter season. Tournaments are competitive environments that stress proper sportsmanship, playing the game the right way. These are professionally run events with high quality officiating. We've done 6 or 7 so far with great success. We've had, we've been fortunate to have great umpires in nearly all situations. Um, so it's been fun to kind of put on these events that offer opportunities for kids to come out and kind of um, you know put everything that they've been working for on the field and kind of let them cut loose a little bit. We also add some skill competitions. We do a home run derby, and around the horn throwing contest, and then a home to home base running contest. Just kind of as a fun value add to the kids. Those have been extremely popular at all of the tournaments that we've run so far, so that's definitely something we'll continue to do. And we've actually looked at spinning those off into their own events, so a skill challenge events. This would consist of like a home run derby, home to home base running, a catching competition, throwing velocity, although we're a little leery on that. Throwing accuracy, around the horn, quick hands contest. Basically anything you can test in baseball. The kids have a lot of fun going through and testing their skills. An additional benefit to this is that it kind of takes the athlete out of their comfort zone. If you stand up at a home run derby and you got a bunch of people standing around, it's a little bit uncomfortable. It's a little bit nerve wracking, and we feel like that's actually a good thing. Now, I guess you have to evaluate the individual, but to be pushed out of your comfort zone from time to time is excellent for your own personal and athletic development. The next time, let's say a kid comes up and participates in the home run derby, they feel extremely nervous. They kind of have to slow themselves down and learn to deal with those nerves. The next time they're standing in the batter's box in a tight situation, they might feel those nerves, but they'll know how to deal with them better. They know how to stay relaxed and still perform. Experience trips. This is something that I'm extremely passionate about. Experience trips are going to combine professional training with professional and college sporting events. Basically, you're going to train with instructors. So we'll have practices. In some cases, we'll have games or tournaments, just kind of depending on the trip. And then we'll also attend and learn from pro and college sporting events. We'll throw in classroom training to talk about what we saw in the games. A lot of times, if let's say we're at a spring training trip, if we go to a spring training game, we'll actually give the participants things to work on or things to look for throughout the game. Maybe in the second inning, we're watching the hitters. Maybe in the third inning, we're watching the infielders. We're watching a specific position. So just so that they can, just another way to learn. Especially from some of the game's best. So we plan to take these trips. Down to spring training obviously is a great opportunity. MLB trips. Just going to different geographic regions or different cities and catching games and kind of going through the workouts and all that. The Arizona Fall League is an awesome opportunity to get real close to some very talented players. Those would basically be the top prospects in the game playing down there in the Scottsdale, Phoenix area. We've also discussed taking international trips. We've talked to a group out of New Jersey that's taking trips to Europe and Asia, Latin America, Australia, and they just say that there's phenomenal things to be learned from the different baseball cultures, and I guess just the cultures of the countries themselves. But just tremendous experience for the kids to be able to go out and learn new things, see how things are done in another part of the world. So, experience trips, we'll be getting more information out about those here coming up shortly. So, if you have any interest, feel free to check out our website or just to contact me directly. I'll have that information here in a second. Quick summary on our Diamond training systems. Now, these are training vehicles that we use to implement our Diamond performance model, which I went through on a previous video. We are constantly searching for creative and innovative methods to promote growth and development. Now, this to me is going to be a never-ending thing. I mean, I don't feel that we're ever going to be to the point where we're entirely comfortable with how we grow and develop players. I mean, this is something where there's always going to be something new, something better, that we can work towards. And that doesn't mean we're going to be real finicky and change our model all the time, but we're just going to constantly be searching and trying to do things better. Um, you know, the bottom line is that skill and performance development is complex, and it's affected by not just various training systems, but also various experiences. Whether those experiences are good or bad, they're having an impact on athletic development, emotional development, personal development. So it's an interesting thing to be a part of the overall development process and to try and look at it from a macro perspective and see how it all fits together. So again, I guess that gets back to us just constantly searching, looking for new and creative methods to promote these types of things. Now, if you guys have any questions about either our Diamond training systems or our Diamond performance model, feel free to get a hold of me personally at Diamond Dreams, or you can speak to any of the other instructors. My email is brian@ddsportsacademy.com. The office line is 319-358-0707, and then we've got our new location up and running. It's in Coralville, 216 East 9th Street. It's down near the Marriott and the Iowa River Landing. So it's a extremely centralized location. It's right off the interstate. It's basically right in the center of the North Liberty, Coralville, Iowa City area. So wherever you're coming from, it should be pretty easy to access. And then you can also check us out on the web at ddsportsacademy.com. Again, any questions, make sure you reach out and get in contact. Thanks a lot.